had an amazing 5 weeks with the entire cohort. And today is finally the day when we'll be presenting you all the awesome projects and all the different products that they've created as well. So in this demo day, we have a couple of alpha builders, a couple of cohort members who are going to be presenting their projects. And towards the end, we want the community to be super involved and help us choose the right project. And of course, that's not going to be an easy decision. I can give you a hint on that, because all the hard work that people have put in is going to count at the end. So without further ado, I'm gonna Mark, the founder of Itheum, to on stage. There's a recording because he couldn't be available because of the time zones. So I'm gonna start and invite Mark, and then I'm gonna be back again.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Demo Day. It's super exciting because this is the first ever Itheum xPand Demo Day. I'm super pumped. I wish I could have been there live, but unfortunately, due to the time zone, it's a bit too late for me, so I thought I'll at least record this video for you. As just to recap on what xPand is, right? So Itheum xPand was a program, a community and a DAO-based program to really accelerate projects that are building their own products, but bring an element of data ownership to it. So Itheum's all about empowering data ownership and bootstrapping the data movement from the bottom up, right? So we wanted to encourage projects who are already building their own products, but to add this element of data ownership to it. So that, in a nutshell, is Itheum xPand. And we intend to run multiple programs through the year. So at the moment, this is program 1. So hopefully we would launch program 2 soon, program 3, and so on. And the idea is we'll accelerate you and empower you with the skills that we've learned as a Web3 project to succeed in your own products, but then to build an element of data ownership to it. So that's Itheum xPand. Now, as we are in the demo day, it's the final stage where you're going to show some cool products that you've built. So super excited about seeing that. But I thought I'd leave you with some sort of learnings that we, as Itheum, had over the last many years. We too are a Web3 startup. We too built our own product. We by no means consider ourselves to be a success. We still have a long way to go, and we are like hustling just like we did 4 years ago. But we're still hustling to get to where we wanted to be, right? But we've learned some lessons along the way, and some of this might be useful to products and projects such as yourself in that phase that you're in right now. So the first thing is build a good product, right? And what do I mean by that is build something that people want to use, not what you think people will use, but people will want to use today. So this is something we learned, right? We initially 4 years ago started building a product around data ownership, and we were thinking this is something people would use in about 7 years. And we learned the hard way when it's really hard to convince investors or convince users to come on board with something that's like far away. So you have to build something today that people can use today. So we learned this the hard way, but eventually we came up with a product that had a vision, a long-term vision, but something that you could use today. And on that note, we continue to refine this because we want to bring more users onto our platform today. So we are launching a bunch of new, really interesting features in the next coming weeks that really remove the gated element of Itheum right now. So if you think of Itheum right now, it's kind of gated. You need to be an active data creator. We want to remove all of that, completely open it up, and open it out for more decentralization and to enable passive data collection, which is really the ultimate goal of Itheum, is to empower everybody around the world with passive data collection and create a data brokerage layer. So firstly, build a product that people want to use today and delight them with really good user experience. The second challenge we always had was getting people to actually try Itheum, getting people to understand the brand recognition and so on and so forth. So we went through a phase where for about 3 years ago, for 6 months, all we did was take part in accelerators, incubation programs, and hackathons. I'm not kidding. This is all we did, right? And it was a very challenging 6 months because we had a product, a Web3 product that could be used. And then we started taking part in all of these accelerators and hackathons. And for the first few months, we were losing everything, like everything. But we participated. We went in. We took part in all the knowledge sessions, the meetings. We looked. Even if we didn't win, we went for the final and we watched what the other projects were pitching. And what happened was, for the first few months of the 6 months, we learned a lot. We learned that it's, what is user experience? What is the narratives in the market? How do you pitch? How do you talk to investors? How do you talk to other projects? How do you collaborate? And we kept refining it. So we started improving our deck. We started improving our product. We started improving our narrative. And then towards like the 4th and 5th month, we started getting attention. So when we would go and pitch in some of these hackathons, even though we didn't win, we would get a lot of people joining our community. And we continue to do this and just learn and evolve, right? And then towards the end of this 6-month period, we literally won 4 hackathons in a row. And that's when we kind of realized that, okay, things are coming together now. And this led to recognition, like the community recognition, collaborations, and so on and so forth. And we got warm introductions to investors. And the rest is history. That's kind of how Itheum was born. So we always say Itheum was born from an incubator, accelerator, and hackathon mindset, right? So this is something I leave with you as well. So it'll be a long journey. Some of you have quite mature products already. Some of you are just getting started. It's going to be a real hustle. You're going to have to go out for years before you even see any progress. But keep going, right? If you really believe in what you're building, keep building. And as I was saying, take part in as many accelerators, many hackathons, incubators. Go out there, pitch, meet with other projects virtually if that's what you're limited by. But show what you've done, show your vision. If you lose accelerators or hackathons, it doesn't matter. Just keep building, keep refining, learn and evolve, and eventually you'll find your own community. So the other final thing I want to leave with you is don't underestimate the power of marketing. So make sure you get your social media channels up and running. It can be slow initially, but just go up there, put content at a regular basis. Engage with your community, go and meet your community at their level and engage with them, show them value, and they will stay with you, right? So keep hustling, take part in many accelerators as possible, focus on product, give them a user experience they can use today, and give some attention to marketing. Don't ignore marketing. So these are the key points I give you, lessons we've learned as a Web3 startup. Again, by no means we consider ourselves in its final form. We still have a long way to go, but we're still hustling with the same principles. So I'll leave this with you. So with that, I'm super pumped to see what you guys have built. And always remember that you are now part of the Itheum family. You're part of the first cohort. You're part of the Itheum family. We're here to help you in any way possible. So hit us on our socials. You have direct contact with us on Telegram. Reach out to us if there's anything we can do to help you in this journey. We're happy to do it. So best of luck, projects and teams, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you.
All right, awesome. So thank you for Mark's message.
Hello.
What we're going to be doing next is inviting all the cohort members. So we're going to begin with the recorded pitches now. And as a next move, the first one that we have in store is something as we know as the DAO man. So we're going to, we have Misha, who's going to be presenting now his product. And they've spent a lot of time to figure out, and help Itheum evolve in our DAO ecosystem as well. So it's time now for us to play his pitch. Please have a look. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat if you please. And we also have a QR code, so you can just go scan. And if there are any questions, you can ask in the chat as well. With that, let's begin with Misha.
I've been looking forward to this day for quite some time now, because today we're not only introducing one, but two exciting products that are also becoming part of the official Itheum infrastructure. So if you're watching this, then you probably care a lot about owning your data and being in control of it, which is fundamentally enabled by the data NFT technology by Itheum. Right now, the use cases are fairly limited though, because you can have the NFT sitting in your wallet, you can trade it on the marketplace, but that's about it. So we've been thinking deeply over the last few weeks on how can we bring this technology to the everyday lives of users, to the services and applications the users use. And with that, I'm introducing you to the first of our product, which is the Itheum aggregator, the data aggregator. The data aggregator acts as a bridge between users and applications and services, meaning users delegate their data NFTs to specific apps. They have a complete unified experience of which app is allowed to access the data, and they can revoke access at any given time in a completely open system, as we know, or as we are used to from Web3. And there is tons and endless of use cases for this type of infrastructure, meaning you can have music NFTs with playlists that you delegate to services like Spotify, or you have interests and followers stored in such a portable data NFT, which you delegate to a service like X or Instagram. Intellectual property can be delegated. Ebooks to services like Kindle, Health, Apple Health. So many new use cases, a whole new world is opening up in front of us here. There's this overused phrase, and I'm just gonna use it. Your data is gold, and you're giving all this data and this gold, digital gold, away to the platforms that you're using for free, and you're not getting any of it. So we believe there's a better way, and also that your time is valuable and you don't really want to care about these things as a normal user. So we've been working on a second product, which is part of the Itheum white paper and the roadmap, called Data Coalitions, Data Coalition DAOs. Data coalitions are revolutionary. They incorporate all the concepts that we had for the data aggregator, where users delegate the NFTs to the data coalition DAO, in this case, which can be specialized for health, AI, gaming, anything, and then seeks to generate profit based on different curation strategies in order to redistribute the profit back to its members. Your digital gold is suddenly used for you again, and you're earning from your digital identity, as it should be. And yeah, I'm happy to announce that PeerMe is going to have exceptional first-class support for data coalitions as part of this program. This is the second product that I'm very excited about. And yeah, I would say let's just hop in and I'll show you what it looks like in action. Getting started on PeerMe is super fast. All you gotta do is select a name, select the description, choose if you want to make it private, and then select a specialization for the all-new data coalitions. It takes a few seconds until the data coalition DAO is created on the blockchain, which is fundamentally a smart contract with tons of automation happening in the background. Once it's done, set your custom branding, add social links, and you're done. As the creator, you will be automatically assigned the board role of the data coalition, allowing you to carry out specific tasks, and feel free to add more board members as you go along to make decisions as a multisig. Data coalitions and other DAOs can utilize the open source app for Itheum that we have created, with the special section for data coalitions showcasing configurations of the aggregator that works in the background, but also special categories that users can delegate to. For example, you can create a custom category like heart rates category for your health DAO that users can later delegate to, including some beautiful action previews that we have here. But there is a lot that can be done utilizing the Itheum open source extension app. For example, you can view live data from the marketplace, procuring items with funds from the collective DAO vault through proposals. And we have nice proposal action previews for that as well, for an easy user experience. And lastly, let's look at the dashboard widget, also open source, where users can view interesting data, but also delegate their data NFTs directly to the DAO. They can select their NFTs, select the category, and just delegate from there. Easy and simple. But if they have already delegated some NFTs, they can even undelegate it directly from the dashboard. It can't get easier than that. And there is a lot of more customization that can be done, like stake for board membership, stake slashing, all of that. Let's build it together, and yeah, welcome to PeerMe.
Welcome in, buddy. So, of course, a great intro and a great presentation, Mishan. What you've created is also super amazing. It helps our DAO ecosystem, and of course, helps you create an ecosystem with open governance. Something that's at the root of DAO. So, how was like you have a few questions from the community as well that I want to get started with, but just want to have a quick intro from you on your overall experience of building the product.
Yeah. Okay. Does the sound work all good?
Yes, buddy. We can hear.
Perfect. So the last 5 weeks have been quite intense, and they have ended quite intense with me recording this video at 4 a.m. in the morning. So I tried to keep the energy up, but yeah, very excited of what we have done over the last weeks, because we've not only had now the data aggregator, but also the whole DAO concept around this. I see many questions in the chat already, definitely going to jump into them as well. But one thing I want to say is that the support from you guys over the last weeks has been incredible, because there was one feature needed, for example, that to enable the whole data aggregator use case, because the data aggregator is fundamentally a smart contract, and we needed the feature for smart contracts to be able to unlock data NFTs. I told this to the Itheum team, and you guys came back, I think, 4 days after, and this feature was working. So amazing support, not just that, but also all the knowledge sessions and the direct support. So recommendation to everyone here listening: if you're a builder, join the program and make the use of it, because there's everything to gain but nothing to lose.
Awesome, man. Cool. Thank you for that, Mishan. With that, we have a question on screen. So, what do you think are the steps for regular users to use data aggregator? I think the community wants to know the simple steps. And it's quite straightforward how a user can participate in the data collations by delegating the data NFTs. So what are the steps? How can the community get involved in the project?
So the data aggregator itself is mostly meant for applications. If you have the data NFTs and you see that, you can basically imagine them as ships. You have a bunch of NFTs you can imagine as ships, and then the data aggregator serves as a port where the ships can dock onto, like the islands. So this is the data aggregator in itself is mostly meant for builders, so they can easily hook into the whole Itheum ecosystem and use the aggregated data in itself. And as an application example, we have the second product, which was the data coalitions. They make use of the data aggregator in the background. So one of the best examples of the best use case for this aggregator is to allow users to delegate to your application while still giving them all the benefits from the ecosystem and Web3, meaning you can delegate your data and you can revoke data at any given time. So there's no more, I gave my data to Facebook and now they have access to it forever, but you can undelegate it. You can potentially, we can implement things like you can delegate to an application for just a few weeks, a time-based limitation. So there's a lot that can be done here. A lot of AI that can be implemented to further format, curate data to make it even more valuable. And yeah, really excited about this, because the use cases are truly endless from here.
Yeah, man, superb. That's true. Hope that answers your question, Melon. And we'll jump to the next one that we have from Bufaridza. I think it might be true. There are two parts of this question, Misha, so I'll put both on screen. I might be a bit too forward thinking on this, But can you create a data collation that focuses on residential neighborhood where each house is a data NFT? And they've mentioned here that they envision as an example of a new residential built by an entrepreneur. For example, someone Bogdan, where each house and app tracks various data such as energy usage, legal documents, repairs, etc.
That's a good question, really. So, as said, the use cases are truly endless here. You can encode or bring, or basically the benefit of a data NFT is to have data portable, to have it part of the ecosystem, to aggregate it, as said, with the aggregator. So there's a lot that can be done here, especially if you want to have the whole governance layer on top of it with data coalitions. So I would say yes, for sure. To the overall goal and question is, of course, what use case do you want to solve with? And once you have this established, I mean, reach out to us. The whole system is designed to be as flexible as possible and also as extendable as possible. We have talked with so many ideas already with the Itheum team of what can be done in the future. And yeah, for sure, if you want to govern houses, cities, your own household, maybe even where you have data from devices like a refrigerator transported in a portable data NFT. I mean, sure, it's possible. If it's useful, that's something to be determined. But yeah, get in touch and we will look at it.
People are getting more energy conscious, Misha, as we know, so that's pretty cool. We'll see good use cases sprout on top, right? So that's a nice thing. But a second last question here, man, will you diversify into different NFT DAOs or just with what you're building currently?
Yeah, so anyone can come and build a DAO on PeerMe. So we're definitely looking into supporting all of that who want to create such a data coalition. But also, Itheum team has a lot of use cases already for it, and we'll see on how we're starting with a very foundational layer, get into the basics, and see what can be done in the long run with it.
And then we have to use the different aggregators between different user. You need a DAO, right? And for different users, basically, I think he's mentioning here that you need a different DAO for each.
So the data aggregator is completely separate from the data coalitions. The overall goal and how we wanted to start with is to create data coalitions, which are part of the core infrastructure also. But we recognize there is a missing part, especially the part that allows all the data NFTs that are delegated or owned by users to funnel them into a single stream. And this is what the data aggregator is for, because as a DAO, you would then want to resell the data. You want to make it available to certain kinds of use cases, maybe sell it as a subscription, maybe create even a new data NFT out of it. But you still have to have this aggregation of all, because you can't really do anything with all the individual data sets from users. And that's so to answer the question, the data aggregator is completely separate, and you can use it without the DAO for your own applications. And yeah, let users delegate data to it.
Cool, Misha. Thank you. Once again, congratulations on the hard work that you've put in creating something cool. So
yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure to participate. As said again, if you're a builder, participate in the program. There's everything to gain, but nothing to lose.
Awesome, Misha. Thank you. We'll proceed with the next presentation. Have a lovely day. All right, now we're going to move to the second project, and we know them by the name of the Smart Payments Hub. So we have Pulsar presenting their product, and once the product is done, we're going to invite Stefana for a live Q&A. Stay tuned.
Hi everybody, Pulsar Money here. So Pulsar Money is building the Smart Payments Hub. Our platform leverages actually the power of blockchain and AI to provide seamless payment solutions. From social pay to vesting, our suite of products is designed to for both individual and businesses needs and simplifies the way we interact with digital assets. Now, looking at our collaboration with Itheum, It has been progressing well and packed with recent developments. We've successfully integrated Itheum tokens into our social pay and payment links, enabling users to transfer Itheum tokens effortlessly. And we've embraced the future of digital ownership by incorporating support for data NFTs within the social payments, allowing for cool ways to interact with and utilize these assets on social media, Twitter, and Discord.
The future is looking very bright with some plans for Ethereum. Looking ahead, we're very excited to expand our integration of Ethereum tokens into our invoicing portal and payroll solution that will be coming soon. This will not only enhance use case, but also foster greater adoption of Ethereum within the ecosystem. Some of the longer term bigger focuses that we have is having the ambition of not stopping here and the exploring the potential to revolutionize how data NFTs are stored, interacted with, and utilized within our ecosystem. We are exploring developing our wallet and not only supports us to storage the data NFTs, but also enables staking and myriad of interactions, opening up new avenues of digital asset engagement of data. And now we will look closer to the actual portal. This is the main dashboard, but if we go on the social pay, this is a very gamified view on how our social pay module is constructed, with the top-up solution maintaining a strict security between your wallet tokens and your social pay funds, as well as key metrics, activity explorer, close friends, a certain rank. And of course, this all gets even better with the V2 that we are launching very soon. Second of all, we have the smart payment part, with basically making a smart payment, allowing us to leverage on the cheap fees and the blockchain infrastructure that we're building on. This basically allows you to send an incremental payment up into batches. So you can imagine, for example, freelancers, instead of receiving the funds all in at month's end, they can receive it up to the certain time. So maybe 2 weeks in their work, they receive the tokens for 2 weeks. Vesting module. This is one of our most successful modules so far. Here we have basically trying to bring the infrastructure that's missing from Multiverse X and providing it on a very cheap base to the community, because each project needs to do it all over again and build their infrastructure. So by us having a very secure, audited, and seamless solution, we are basically saving the project funds from development and also time from development, allowing them to focus more on their product. Vaults. Here is the side where community, more aimed towards community tokens, but also to DAOs or projects that want to be more transparent with their community. They can lock tokens and they can also lock liquidity. Moreover, by partnering with Exchange and OneDex, all the yields. All the yields tied to the locked liquidity will also be provided, so the one who's providing the liquidity doesn't miss any rewards. It's just making it secure. Payment links, very easy and to use, and very colloquial, as we might know in our neobanks accounts. You sign up, you just send or receive a payment link. You sign the transaction and it gets automatically sent out of your wallet to the receiver.
Cool.
In here we have also the invoicing that is coming up, and it's one of the best invoicing module that aims to bring more transparency to the public as well.
Everybody, and thanks Itheum for your support. Looking forward to more initiatives together.
Amazing. So as you guys saw, there's a very cool use case with where you store your data NFTs, right? And what's everything to do with payments. You can, in the Multiverse X ecosystem, you can think about Pulsar taking a big plunge on that. So with that, I'm going to invite Stefana. Welcome in, Stefana. How are you doing today?
Hi, everyone. Great. How are you doing, Zane? Thanks for inviting us and really looking forward to the discussion.
Pleasure. It's our pleasure, Stefana. So let's jump over a few questions and then, we can have a chat if you have some time. We have the first one here again from Melon. Stefana, any plans to allow users to mint social payments information as a data NFT?
So thanks Zane a lot, and thanks for the questions. Before we dive into the question, I just want to have a quick to mention something really quickly. What you saw in the video is our version 1, so the version 1 of the app, where we have both B2B and B2C modules all within one app. And the reason why we had that, because we wanted to give the community just the opportunity to familiarize yourself with the platform, go through the modules and so on and so forth. But now the V2 release is really soon, so the team is hardcore working on releasing it really soon, and it's going to be a completely different platform with new modules, new features, and a different interface. So we're really looking forward to all your feedback from the community on what's your take on our new app. But it's going to be really something cool with dedicated modules towards B2B and B2C. Right, so really looking forward to that. And now coming back to the question, as mentioned in the video, we are really in strong collaboration with the Itheum team, and thanks a lot for all the initiatives and all the ideas that we brainstormed together. As of right now, we've integrated Itheum token into social pay and into the payment links, and also included support of data NFTs. And looking ahead now, we of course are, and I think Zane, I can already disclose it here, we are in close contact and in discussions towards having more initiatives. And looking ahead to the wallet, we of course don't want to only integrate it into, only support data storage into our wallet, but also prioritize interaction and engagement overall. So this is of course top priority for us, and this is why we are constantly in discussions with the Itheum team.
Absolutely, Stefana. And there's one more, so there's a project for which I received vesting through Pulsar. Can allocations or reward vestings be made regarding the projects collaborated on via DataDAO in the future?
Let me just,
Yeah, I think it's interconnected. The question is from Misha, coming down to you as well. But I believe the user has somewhere received some vesting through Pulsar. Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't. Maybe we can take this one into private. It just needs a bit more for me to understand what exactly is the question behind this.
Yeah. Awesome, Stefana. Thank you once again. And let's hope the community chooses the right project. Thank you for putting in your time and the efforts of building something cool on Itheum.
Thanks a lot, team.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Awesome. So we proceed ahead with the next project, and we can't, in the world where we live in, social media is almost an intrinsic part of what we do in our everyday lives. But we know the problems that the centralized social media platforms present. So something that is community driven, something that's decentralized, presenting to you Calileo. You could go ahead with their pitch and then meet Dens for a live Q&A.
Hello, I'm Dan Sakoka, the founder and CEO of Calileo, and today I'm excited to share with you our journey and the unique value Calileo brings to the SocialFi market under the Itheum xPand program. Behind Calileo, we have a dynamic team combining expertise in web development, blockchain, and digital marketing, including our CTO Victor, who's been pivotal in building secure and user-centric blockchain solutions, and our Web3 advisors, Florian and Razvan, driving our strategic direction. We're very glad to have Thomas, who drove the whole Itheum data NFT integration to the platform. In today's social media landscape, users face a lack of control, inadequate monetization, and privacy concerns. Meanwhile, SocialFi platforms are struggling with feature limitations and poor user experiences. Calileo tackles these issues by empowering users with full autonomy, creative freedom, and community-driven rewards, utilizing the transformative power of Web3 technologies on Multiverse X. Let's dive into Calileo's live features, including personalized social profiles and on-chain content creation, ensuring user empowerment and privacy. Let's dive into it. So as you can see right now, I'm simply logging in with my Exporter app on my Calileo DApp. It's quite easy to do. It takes 2 clicks and it's very secure. You can see your profile. You can even create some content on-chain. It can be text, you can add an NFT to it, you can add your own picture, you can invite other collaborators to it, share your rewards, receive tips in e-gold or USDC. There is a lot of things you can do. And as you go along to the app, if you want to interact with someone else, you can comment under their post, reply to others' comments, and you can also tip the people that have participated in the content creation, so the collaborators under the content. You can also directly click through their profile, just check out what they do, and if you enjoy what they do, you can simply send them a tip in ESDT token. The ones we support today are e-gold and USDC. So let's say I want to support this content creator. He's great. I love what he does. I'm going to send him 1 e-gold, click on send, sign the transaction, and hop, done. 2 seconds. He's just received his e-golds in his wallet, and you can see in his wallet tab on his profile that he received the transaction. This is great. I love what he does. He deserves it. So what about Itheum integrations? So if you check out your sidebar and you go to the page activity, you can mint your data NFT. You can mint your data, your Calileo social data. And to do so, you just click at the bottom of the page on this button, and you can directly click on mint my data NFT. Just make sure that you have Itheums in your wallet. If you're using the DevNet platform, which is the one we have available at the moment at try.calileo.co, make sure that you have DevNet Itheums. They're available on their website. You can click on Visit Itheum's website and claim them. So what you're going to do is claim it, sign a transaction in Itheums, and that's it. You've minted it. Once you've minted it, you can visit Itheum's website, Datadex on DevNet, and you can see clearly that you have your Calileo social data minted. So that's it. All the interactions that you've done on the platform, everything that you've done, tipping other creators, following them, liking their content, and so on and so forth, they're gonna appear in a different way on your Calileo social data map, and you're gonna be able to see where other users stand in your network. And once you have minted and you have your Calileo social data, you can download an SVG that you can open on your browser, and if you click on the image of these users that you have on your Calileo social data map, you can access their profiles directly. These are data streams that are automatically updated as well. This is live data that you're seeing right now. You're going to see new interactions if these happen between now and then. So this is great, and that opens up the potential to content creators and how they're going to be able to monetize their interactions, monetize their content further, and be the first and sole beneficiary of their creations and all the value that they create on the social platform. We're very excited about our upcoming features, such as NFT expressiveness and real-time notifications that enhance user engagement. We also detail future features that, looking ahead, will introduce Calileo ads. We're actually thinking about add NFTs to the power of Itheum as well with PeerMe. There's a lot going on in the pipeline, and we are truly excited about it. We are also thinking about cross-chain wallet connections, trying to bridge this gap between different communities in the blockchain ecosystem, aligning with our mission to emotionalize social media engagement. If you look at the market opportunity in SocialFi future, SocialFi is rapidly growing, as you can see on these figures, with the market projected to reach new heights very close in the future. And Calileo is strategically positioned to leverage this surge by addressing current market gaps and fulfilling the demand for a more decentralized and engaging social platform experience. Why Calileo? Why now? In the evolving digital era, there is a pressing need for platforms like Calileo that prioritize user control, fair monetization, and data sovereignty. Our innovative approach and comprehensive features set us apart in the burgeoning social market. So thank you for considering Calileo. Join us in shaping the future of social media, future where the community is central, crucial, and creativity knows no bounds. Explore more about us and join our growing community to be part of this exciting.
All right, great presentation from Dens, and now we're going to have him on stage for a Q&A as well. Welcome in, Dens. And
Thanks, Zane.
out of our comfort zone, man. So
Yeah,
great.
that was
Yeah.
that was absolutely out of my comfort zone, but I really enjoyed it. Just everyone in the comment, everyone that liked the presentations, thanks for your interest. Thanks for use of Etheum's data NFT. So as you know, currently users can turn social interactions into data NFTs through our integrations, but with the future where we can plan that content trends can directly be translated into tangible values. That's where we're heading with that kind of technology, thanks to Ethereum. So we're clearly shifting a paradigm right now, where users could at some point sell their own data to advertisers, uh, sort of taking control back from traditional social platforms. So just imagine a future where your Calileo profile moves also seamlessly across platforms and blockchains, thanks to data NFTs. I mean, it's quite crazy all the use case that we could accomplish thanks to Etheum's technology, which is data NFT. That's clearly amazing. So honestly, I had a blast through this program. So thanks to the whole Etheum team. Thanks to Zayn, Mark, everyone, Damian, Bogdan. That was amazing, and I clearly encourage everyone to explore the future XPand programs from Etheum, because their support has been absolutely amazing in our growth, and can be for others too. So honestly, feel free, because it was some experience. So yeah, thanks to everyone.
Awesome, man. Let's jump over one question that we have from Bikram here. How does Calileo envision to attract other social platform users and their community and bring value within the Ethereum ecosystem to drive innovation of data?
Great question. So how does Carrion Vision track all social platforms? So it's quite simple, because Calileo has three main pillars, three main values that are freedom of speech, data ownership, and sound economy for content creators. So if you're one of those three that want clear freedom of speech, from unbiased founders, from an unbiased platform as well, unlike Instagram and all these guys. If you want to own your data because you're quite conscious about where your data goes, and how much money that these traditional social media platforms are making on your back. If you're a content creator that you are struggling to earn your fair share of the pie that the platform is making, thanks to your data, thanks to all the value that you create on the platform. Well, that's Calileo for you, in a nutshell. So if you're conscious about these three things, you're going to be automatically drawn towards a decentralized social platform or a social fi platform. And as you can see currently, all the user experience and user interface from these decentralized social platforms are quite subpar, which really slows down the adoption. And if at some point you have also a new social flight platform with a new narrative, such as Friendstake, for example, like how long these hype has lasted. They had a spike in users, but now they don't have much daily active users, because they just offered something that drove some hype, but they don't have, in essence, in their core, some useful features that can be used for everyone and that solve real problems as well. So organically, that's where we would go. But then, if we want to talk from a marketing point of view, I mean, there are obviously many standard industry standard ways to get to this, but that's not the point.
Yeah, man, of course. And I really like your social graph feature, Dance, like while checking the MVP. That's super cool. That's very unique. And I think, that's something that's going to draw a lot of attention. Personally, for me as well, I stopped using social media platforms, being in that data preserving mindset, knowing that, it's all for adverts at the end. So knowing that there's something now as a solution which I have control over, of course, gives me a lot of ease to get back into action. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. That's just the beginning as well. As I told you after the presentation, you can imagine so many possibilities with this. You could have the system of portability to move your social profile and your social graph from the Calileo social platform to another. So imagine having all your followers following you to PeerMe, for example, or to another platform that you have on Multiverse X. It's quite great, and we could even think ahead beyond toward expanding towards more blockchain communities, and even beyond. I mean, the sky isn't even the limit at this point.
Yeah, man. Awesome. I noticed we have a lot more questions, but just for the paucity of time, Dance, we're gonna move ahead, to the
Yeah,
next.
sure. I mean, you can simply chat with me over DMs, and I will answer your questions happily. Thanks for the interest. That's amazing. Thanks.
Absolutely, Dance. Thank you for your time as well. Have a lovely day.
You too, man. Cheers.
Cheers. Awesome. So now we move ahead to solve another problem. And this time we all know that, if we've been into the art of, creating graphics, we know how costly and time consuming and how difficult and a tedious process it is to create 3D assets. But in the world where we're moving, in the metaverse, which we are all creating together, this is so important, right? So this is what brings us to presenting a very cool project who's experienced the whole program, and they've put in a lot of energy to create something cool for you guys. So I'm going to present to you Locki, and once the presentation is done, Johnny will be here to answer the question. So feel free to shoot them in the chat, and I'll see you soon.
Hello, lucky ones. I'm Johnny Christmas, and I will present you the Locki DApp MVP. Get ready to dive into a world of 3D creation. Whether you're making stunning visuals or sharing 3D design expertise, keeping and sharing your work is vital. You heard about the recent move to GLTF in 3D creation. With data NFTs from Itheum, your designs are safe and help you learn. Picture having a library of top design for inspiration. It's great for both newbies and pros. But here is a kicker. We as Locki want to reward creators based on their creativity and knowledge shared. So let's create and grow together. In our data NFT, GLTF files are built by means of Python script. Python scripts have the advantage to be customizable and improved by using ChatGPT, not the GLTF file. Contains your creation skills. If you store in DataStream, your data is protected. The preview GLTF allows you to show off your creations. Let's jump now into the DApp. Locki DApp is a gateway to decentralized 3D creation and digital ownership. The connection is seamless using both Blender and the Locki DApp. By means of the Multiverse X authentication, the native host token, it allows you to synchronize your experience across Blender and the DApp. Let us explore now the exciting launch of a 3D new product where minting will be taking place. Can it be kind of a data revolution? And what is this Locki Companion? Locki Companion is our go-to solutions for navigating the complexities of Blender with ease. Tackling Blender's numerous buttons and features can feel daunting. But with simple inputs, our companion leverages ChatGPT and Blender libraries to generate and refine scripts, streamlining your workflow. While not flawless yet, we have enhanced it with templates and plan to compare using various GPTs. Our advice, always run scripts in Blender before previewing. Looking ahead, we aim to tailor it to individual Blender versions, reducing GPT iteration. Now, the big question, can data NFTs even embed the knowledge of creators for future creation? Imagine securely leveraging the expertise of multiple creators even as a foundation for your next masterpiece. The possibilities are endless. Now it's time to mint. Minting involved a two-step process. First, generating the preview, and then it's followed by transacting with the minting smart contracts. To begin, Here, input your creation title and the Python script, then hit the generation button, which is behind me. Take the Harlequin pyramid here as an example. Let the magic begin. This two-step method offers several advantages. Your script undergoes validation through an automated execution on a server. The GLTF content is securely saved with a single URL, eliminating the need of re-uploading it to a cloud platform or digital marketplace. Your creation is stored now privately and safely. Let's mint. The mint is now successful. Going on the Explorer, you can check that the transaction executed correctly. Now access your content going to the library. In the library, you can find all the minted products that you made before, or the one, of course, that you purchased on marketplaces. It's interesting to see that we choose to have a very dynamic way of showing the 3D assets, and also the possibility to show the script in order to copy paste it back to Blender. In the library, the Locki companion is also there to help you out to progress using the script of your NFTs. And we automated some functions like the description and the transform one. Here, description is making a description without disclosing what's the content of the NFT. And know what? You're only one click away to monetize your creation on the Itheum datadex. Locki journey started in October last year for the Multiverse X hackathon. And now we are honored to be part of the Itheum cohort. We were 3 individuals from different parts of the world, came together without knowing each other. Now we engage the Itheum community to convince, showcase our best efforts. It has been a digital adventure all about tech, building, and having fun. We faced very tough moments, feeling ambitious and sometimes thinking things were impossible. But every time we've come back stronger with better ideas. Now we are inviting anyone who thinks they can contribute to join us. The timing is perfect. Let's work together, break boundaries, and create something amazing.
Awesome. So that was Johnny from Locki, and now we're going to have him on stage joining us. Locki, come in.
I looked this presentation too many times. I cannot see it anymore. Okay.
Tough times, make people strong. So, of course, that's a very usual entrepreneurial journey. So, as you were chatting, right, like while you're coding, and the more relaxed you are, the better it gets. So, want to quickly
that's important.
What was your experience, man, and then we'll jump over to some questions.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. It has been 5 weeks, very intense, very short. Itheum support has been wonderful. We went through the SDK and a lot in with the development team, Damien especially. We even spent 1 hour together in order to debug some things, and he gave me very strong advice. I will follow, I promise. And so really proud to be here. I see that some questions are raising. Maybe I'm ready for questions.
Cool, man. So the first one here, like breaking it down in simple terms, what's the future of Locki and what are the next steps?
Yeah, that's interesting. Bringing up 3D into data NFT was the first step. Right now, we have a bench of plan in order to bring some talented design 3D creators onto this technology. Because I'm not the best at this, the rocket that you saw is a lot better now, but still, I think that some people can do a lot better. But that's what we want to introduce with them also, and this is where also cross-linking with other projects like the PeerMe project, we are really envisioning through the building of this product, we are envisioning that creators can aggregate themselves into becoming specialists on specific designs. Let's say that if you explore the YouTube content right now, there are a lot of people making trees procedurally with Blender. If they collaborate together, they could come up with a code which is really streamlining the making of trees in metaverses of the future. So that's how it will go. And we will monitor through our application. Our intention is right now to have a kind of skill to earn token included that will be distributed on the let's say if you prove skills through the application, if you prove your creativity, and against that you will be able to consume the token in order to consume the AI tools inside the application.
Very cool. And one last question here from Bufaridza again, Johnny, that it's great for technical people, but what are you thinking, from more of non-technical, rookie, junior creators? How can they use Locki?
It has been, it's really something to try, because I'm not exactly a Blender specialist. I'm more in CATIA, in SolidWorks, and all the tools are different. But when you jump into a new software, the getting into it sometimes takes a lot of time. And with the Locki companion, you really can jump into Blender just by asking him what you want. It's not perfect yet, but and GPTs we know have some kind of hallucination, but you can program the way you use Blender, being a beginner, in fact.
Awesome, man. Once again, good luck. Thank you for making the life of 3D creators easy. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of appreciation once it's simplified and the product is ready for public. So great work, and
Thank you.
thank you for being a part of xPand.
Yeah, thanks.
Cheers, Johnny. See you soon. Bye. All right. So now we're going to move ahead to the final cohort member, and they're known by the name Hyperia Labs. And we all know that when it comes to blockchain, data sits at the core, right? So how can that data come to life? That's the goal of Hyperia. We're going to move ahead with their presentation, have a quick look. They created an API. Unfortunately, during the short duration of 5 weeks, we couldn't integrate it into our system. But it's more or less hinting you out to something that I want to hear in the chat, if you can guess out what the word is. And if you manage that, you should also know that the most active person in this chat also gets a data NFT pack. So I kept this surprise until the last minute here. So hoping to hear the word, let's hear out what you think is the right word, and we'll come back and bounce back with more suggestions on this. All right, here's Hyperia.
At Hyperia Labs, we are thrilled to have spent these past weeks working with Itheum on our API solution. When we arrive at a marketplace and purchase a product, service, or information worth several tens to hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, we want to ensure that the seller is credible. That's why, in collaboration with Itheum, we've worked to mitigate the risk for buyers when they use the Itheum marketplace by developing our API solution, designed to provide an analysis of a public address based on on-chain data. With nearly 30 categories that we are continually expanding to be as precise as possible. The concept behind is straightforward: to examine all the on-chain transactions of a public address and identify the most prominent activities. Is it a person who enjoys gaming, uses or invests in decentralized finance, or is involved in launchpads, among others? Unfortunately, the Itheum team hasn't had the time to finalize the integration into their marketplace. However, we're excited to show you a glimpse of what will soon be possible. Take, for instance, the profile of Andre, who sells a product related to decentralized finance. A quick look at his on-chain activity clearly aligns with what he's offering. This immediate insight doesn't tell the whole story, of course, but it provides a credible first impression of the seller's authenticity. We rely on on-chain data, as all projects that have a cryptocurrency, NFTs, or utilize smart contracts need this type of solution to better understand their users and their activities. Our goal is to create solutions to reduce uncertainty in Web3 for as many players as possible in this new ecosystem, which will represent trillions of dollars in the coming years. For those interested in exploring on-chain data and its application to your projects, we encourage.
Awesome. That was Hyperia. And now I'm going to invite on stage Mathis. And let's chat a bit more, Mathis. How's your experience been?
Hi.
Hey. And, we might have some questions from the community, but thank you for taking some time and being a part of Itheum xPand. You've been busy, building other products and being a part of other hackathons. But how was xPand? And, then we'll wait for some community questions as well, Mathis.
So first of all, thanks to the ETM team for all the resources provided during the xPand cohort. And like Mark said in the video at the beginning, we are currently doing a lot of further hackathon, a lot of further. We are trying a lot of things. We are iterating a lot. So we are pretty glad for the API, and we can't wait to see it on your website, on your marketplace.
Yes, man. Of course, that's of course under the works, and I think the way the tech works, right? So blockchain without data, and what you're doing in the space is incredible, man. And so the question that I had in mind before as well, before some community member jumps over something, Mathis, so you're looking at taking Hyperia on a completely tailored solution, structure, like you want to keep it absolutely B2B, or are you also looking at community to come and be a part, like more of a B2C angle? Is that something under the works, or what do you have as a long-term vision?
We have a lot of things in mind. Right now, with several hackathons, we are trying a lot of stuff to see where we can fit the best. And come on. Right now, we are trying stuff, but in the long term, we'll see. But for example, what we need, and that's why we will need a community. But that just launched, and we need to identify the token, the smart contract, what kind of smart contract it is, from which community. So we will need we'll need help on this part, and we think I hope we will work with Tada on this part.
Cool, man. We have a question again. Bufaritza is very active in the stream, and Mathis, here's a question for you. Like, is the product able to provide additional insights based on the wallet address? As everyone, I'm concerned on how data is used, which is a very valid point here, right? A bit heavy, but how does this work from a regulatory point of view?
Yeah, but the fact is, we are focusing on on-chain data right now, and currently we are in France, and we are creating a society, our enterprise, our company. That's the correct word. And right now we are. That's the main point we are seeing with our lawyer, but the data we are taking is from a public blockchain, so everyone can see it. So, but we are currently in discussion with our lawyer to see how it's matched with the MiCA regulation coming, and GDPR in Europe, and from all over the world can be a bit touchy.
Cool, man.
Really great question.
Yes. Yeah, of course, like people are, as a community, Itheum community members are, of course, data conservative, which is right as well, right? We are a data protocol helping users to own. So that's a very natural instinct. But we have one more here, the last one, Mathis. Where do you see some real world use cases? And curious to know if there are other areas explored or some other dApps. And it also has a second part, Mathis, that is there a UI where users can consume now, probably interact with at the moment?
Okay, so two questions for the UA part for user. We have one in beta on our side, and we want to release it on in the next few months. We need to be sure on the security aspect. So that's the first thing. And the other part of the question, other use case, it can be for a DeFi protocol. That's what we are focusing right now on the DeFi part. So to pretty understand what is happening on a DeFi, to have a full dashboard to understand the risk, etc. So yeah, and for the real world, so we are currently focusing on blockchain data. So we are focusing on the blockchain protocol.
Pretty cool. Awesome, Mathis. Thank you for taking out time from your busy schedules out on all the different hackathons that you're running. And we've done something similar, so we know it's not the easiest of the thing to do. So once again, thank you for being a part of xPand, Mathis, and community take a call on what works best.
Yeah. Thanks you. Then it was a pleasure to work with you during this several weeks.
Pleasure, Mathis. See you soon. Bye-bye. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we have reached the end of the 5 cohort members, but that's not the exact end of this demo day. We're gonna invite our alpha builders, something very intrinsic to the part as well, to the co-creation that they've done. And as a part, we have 2 great alpha builders who've joined us. One is in the loyalty space, and other is trying to bring creators, various creators in music and arts together and form like a communion. But I'm just going to take a quick break, and then we're going to have a pitch from Inspire, and then some Q&A as usual. See you guys. All right, awesome. So I'm back, and now we have our alpha builders ready. And what we're gonna be doing, as I was hinting, right, like loyalty, and how does loyalty play a role? How you can, uh, you know, this is one of the very basic problems. For example, if you're a regular flyer, you must have noticed that there's so much of fractionalization in this space that you use one particular airline, you get some points, but you don't know what to do with them. So eventually they get lost in the wind. And the product that Inspire has created, they have a very great team at the back, who's put in endless number of hours to create something very cool. A lot of testing has gone, but without a lot of speaking from my end, let's hear out and watch a video, and then we're going to have them on stage. Cheers, guys.
Welcome to the future of loyalty and rewards. Welcome to Inspire. We know the power of digital assets and their ability to transform our daily lives. That's why we've created Inspire, a revolutionary, decentralized, multi-brand lifestyle loyalty and rewards application on the Multiverse X network. With Inspire, your loyalty is rewarded like never before. Own personalized digital collectibles and redeem them for cashback discounts, exclusive access, and unique experiences. Our platform stands out by offering true personalization and gamification. Engage in quests, climb leaderboards, and earn exclusive rewards, building an emotional connection with your favorite brands. Inspire is built with privacy at its core, and it's easy to get started. All you need is an email. Get immersed in an exclusive Web3 lifestyle and loyalty program, surrounded by a vibrant digital community. Trade your rewards, unlock new benefits, and enjoy experiences, both in the physical and digital realms. With Inspire, you're not just a customer. You're embarking on the new era of consumer loyalty. Join us and get inspired. Embrace the future of loyalty, where you matter, you belong, and your loyalty is truly valued. Inspire, redefining loyalty for the digital world.
All right, so welcome in, Ciprian. Loyalty redefined.
Hello. Really, really happy to be here, man. Thank you so much for having us. Actually, it's been quite a long journey together. I hope you're able to hear me and to see me well.
Yes.
Uh, yes, I also want to take a moment to appreciate all the effort and the journey we've been together through almost 1 year and a half now. Uh, Building this amazing app that is going to redefine loyalty. Actually, this all started by studying your technology, and we realized that through data NFTs, we can actually elevate the game and bring true adoption by bringing a real use case and by solving a really important problem here, specifically this loyalty part, which is kind of broken right now. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man, I like this digital part of Inspire as well, right? You scan and there's something in the real world that you can do. So that's a very real world use case, Ciprian. So great work on creating something, that is very useful for people. And of course, keen to hear how you have got good brands behind your back, right? So I'm sure there's a lot of stuff. Let's check what's running in the chats.
Yes,
We
yeah, exactly. Just a quick thing. Our main thesis here is that the technology should be invisible, so the user can benefit out of it without thinking about the technology.
Yeah, that's the end goal, right? Talk
Yeah.
about blockchain without mentioning blockchain. So, Ciprian, the first one here, man, like it's regarding features, right? So, do you think you're going to add features that allow people to mint data NFTs directly in the app, or like brand preferences, shopping histories, etc.?
Yes, exactly. Well, actually, their brand preferences and shopping history are going to be embedded in the app, and they're going to be, the user's superpower. So they're not going to stay anymore in a cloud, in a retailer's cloud, where they can, trade the data afterwards. You don't need to, remint your data because your NFT has your data, and you decide whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, that's the end goal, and we have not a question but a comment for you. For all your hard work that the team has put into that. People are rooting and waiting for you to get started, right? As you can see, so people know that the existing loyalty programs are subpar, but I think the community is excited to see Inspire come into life very soon and use in
Yes, exactly. Well, right now, when you have a phone with you at all time, one of the big problems you get is that you get like dozens of applications. So if you're going at the Kaufland, for example, or Carrefour or Starbucks, you need to check every single brand's loyalty program in order to see if you're eligible for some points, if you're eligible for some rewards. And one of the other problems that you have is that you often get locked in that program. You cannot do anything else but spend with that particular brand. So we already partnered with Carrefour, Kaufland, Starbucks, IKEA, H&M, lots of brands in order to make sure that we bring convenience in your phone, and we just make you forget that you have an app, just enjoy the benefits, and be able to trade them across retailers.
Awesome, man. Good luck, and once again, thank you for being a part of xPand as well. We, as well as the community, super excited, waiting for Inspire to come to life.
Yeah, me too, man. We're launching very, very soon, and we're really, really pumped, super pumped. This is going to be in about a month from now, and from the original idea of Inspire, lots of things have emerged. Now we're tapping into AR, we're tapping into metaverse. We had lots of talks with retailers and brands in order to, at the end of the day, to offer an experience which is highly relevant, for the user every single day, also fun and gamified. Thank you guys for having us, and thank you for being such an amazing partner for us, throughout all this journey.
Thank you, Ciprian, once again. See you soon.
See you.
All right. So now we are at the last presentation, which is, of course, about arts. And, we're all artists in our own ways, but how can artists come together and create something cool? This is one industry that's facing a lot of issues, right? Like, it's very fragmented. People don't know where to get started with, how to do, what to do, and stuff like that. And that's where Ryan has come up with this cool idea under the brand called ArtsGroupX, where people can come together. The artists actually now have a platform to couple down together and create, use the tech that we have created, but, do something for themselves, create a community around them. I think that's the biggest problem. And if you've been following our social media, we've been talking about the narrative of indie musicians and what sort of problems, they've been facing. So we work with Arts Group to solve these problems and, create some product. But let's hear out from Ryan, and then, we can, please, again, as usual, I'm noticing a lot of questions, a lot of interest from the community. Please keep that alive. And thank you for staying around with us for almost more than an hour now. So we're going to hear out Ryan, and then we're going to have a Q&A and a closure to our demo day. See you guys soon.
Hello, my name is Ryan Dove, and I'm the founder of ArtsGroupX. We are a community of up-and-coming artists and musicians. All of us are looking for an opportunity to kickstart our careers, improve sales, and also gain exposure to a booming crypto market. The idea for this group is to benefit from the heightened recognition, creative empowerment as a team, and increased earnings through royalties. So the wonderful thing about blockchain right now is that it's opening up possibilities and a level of interconnectedness that was otherwise impossible before. I believe that we have not even come close to tapping into the full potential of the real-world art and music industry on blockchain. So how does it work, and why would people want to become members? By utilizing Itheum's brand new data NFT technology, digital representations of all kinds of content can be created in the form of an official art certified NFT with royalties included. If desired by the original creator, the NFT can be held by us while we further split the NFT into an ESDT token, which can be traded amongst investors. This opens countless opportunities for creators to improve their reach and enter a brand new market with their music and art. Using crypto to buy NFTs will also eliminate any buyer insecurities or the need to visit galleries. Now, imagine we are investors. For the first time, crypto enthusiasts will have the ability to invest in particular songs, albums, and artworks which were never accessible before. So imagine owning a large percentage of the digital representation of a song that suddenly blows up, or finding a painter who has an unbelievable new style bound to gain traction. How do we unite everybody involved? Well, the arts ecosystem has a website, and it will use the arts coin for the majority of its transactions, which is an ESDT built on Multiverse X. This means that all arts holders will have access to one of the fastest, cheapest, and technologically advanced blockchains in the crypto space. The arts platform will be a multi-purpose website where artists and musicians will be able to submit their files. The website will allow the general public to view select galleries and music, and connecting to the website, which is a feature coming soon, will allow creators to claim their royalties. These files will be embedded with important information such as name, date, country of origin, address, copyright info before being showcased. Arts will not at any point own the original rights to the submissions, so the onus and responsibility remains with the creator themselves. So what are the benefits and utilities of using ArtsCoin? The most obvious benefit for using the token will be to cut any royalty fees in half. Creators who choose to be paid out in our token will receive higher royalty percentages. Investors will have the ability to tip artists and musicians in arts to have access to their new releases before anyone else. This provides a rare opportunity to own a new piece of creative content before others. Also, creators could do things such as pay arts to move higher up on the release schedule. Plus, we will have our own staking program, which is currently being worked on as we speak. Arts aims to be an exclusive and exciting new opportunity with only 4 new NFTs releasing per day. This way, we will never oversaturate the market, and every creator will have their chance to shine in the spotlight. All proceeds minus fees from the fees will, from the initial listing, be paid out to the creator. Meaning if your NFT sells for 1 gold right away, the creator will be receiving the majority of this purchase after we process it. Arts will provide services to the growing community, including advertising on our socials before a big release. We can also help connect investors to artists, help them form a relationship, which could lead to private collections or other request features, all made possible by Itheum's data NFT technology. We're also working on services that reward creators based on a number of streams through other platforms, and allowing creators to use Arts for advertising purposes through the website. Musicians and artists will now be noticed by an entirely new ecosystem, and each member of Arts will generally have exposure to the Arts coin and therefore the greater crypto market as well. Anyone is welcome to take part in our airdrop program, which will have its details releasing shortly after our first NFT hits the market. More members joining means more exposure, bridging the gap between industries, something that can create a positive feedback loop. This premise is attractive on its own as we enter into the next phase of the bull market in 2024. Plus, it is always a great experience to join a kind and welcoming online community who all share your goals and interests. Thanks so much for listening, and please feel free to check out our website at ArtsGroupX.com.
All right, so that was the last presentation, and now we have Ryan as well. Hey, Ryan,
Hey,
welcome in.
hey, how are you?
Awesome, man. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity here to be able to work with the xPand program. Nothing but the best for you guys. You guys have done an awesome job helping me get set up, and giving me lots of advice to be able to move the business forward. So much appreciated.
Pleasure, man. It's been our pleasure, and I see the the microphone that you have, right, like on your screen. So we have the music data use cases and something like that. So, but before we jump over to our usual stuff, man, like we have a question from the community. Melon wants to know, Ryan, like what's the plan for bringing musicians on board? Are we going to see musicians live on NFTunes, or what's?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were lucky enough to already make our first mint on the Itheum DevNet there. So it should appear on the data deck soon. It's really exciting because, for example, the musician who we're working with right now, for the first pilot experiment, his name is Matthias, and I essentially brought him on board by explaining the pitch and explaining how there's very low risk for the artist. And yeah, he was definitely intrigued and had some songs that he owned all on his own and that he thought would be really, really nice to be the first ones to release as an NFT. So the overall plan for bringing the musicians on board is to kind of grow this community one by one. So right now we're sitting at about 10 or 12 official members who are creating music and creating art right now. And as we see their success, we'll eventually see more artists want to join. We've already spoken to a number of local bands and local artists in my area where I live, and people seem to be really, really excited about the idea of creating digitized content, creating NFTs of their content, and especially with just the excitement of the bull run in the background of it all. It's really, really helping, and yeah, it looks like we've got some really good attention here. We definitely want to see these musicians get on NFTunes, and yeah, hopefully everybody who joins can listen to their songs and enjoy their creations for the world.
I'm sure, just like me, the others in the community also want to see, how the musicians can actually come and be a part of Arts Group, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we'll keep you updated through the Twitter and let you guys know what the memberships are looking like and how many more people are joining. And yeah, hopefully we'll get those first NFTs up pretty soon.
Awesome, man. With that, I would want to say thank you for being a part of xPand as well, Ryan, and good luck. And of course, this is not the end. This is just a start, right? We're going to help you release the products on the mainnet as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Cheers, Ryan. Bye-bye.
Take care, Sam.
All right. So with that, we've come to the end of all the pitches. I'm sure you guys enjoyed this, the demo day as much as we did presenting this for you. And of course, you're all welcome to scan the codes that we have here. Please, let us know your votes, because that's what all these hard work of the 5 weeks that the projects have bought in is going to come to life, is going to bring it to life. So your vote counts a lot. Thank you for tuning in with us. We have a last part where I'm going to invite Praveen Paul, the co-founder of Itheum, for some closing words. And I'll see you guys soon in the next spots. Thank you, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for hanging on and actually enduring during the whole process. It's been I guess, interesting almost 1.5 hours now. So before we knock off for the weekend, I thought I'll definitely say a few words of encouragement. So it's been fantastic having all of the cohort members, the teams actually with us during this period. This 5-week period was quite intense. We thank all of them for their patience because it's the first time that we've run such an event. And of course, our team put a lot of effort behind the scenes to make it happen. Of course, Zain being the lead here, and of course, all members of our community and tech teams working tirelessly behind the scenes to help the teams build something to show you, which of course, all of you guys saw was quite amazing. And the diversity of the use cases, right? I think what Itheum is all about is empowering that ownership of data, and it's just coming through in so many fantastic use cases that even we couldn't imagine when we actually started building Itheum way back. So thank you once again for enduring with us and being a part of the teams. You guys are the first cohort of Itheum, and of course, xPand program is going to be around for a while. Everyone's going to look up to you, and all future cohorts are going to be relying on your backup and your knowledge and your expertise. Great to see collaborations happening between the cohort team members. So that's another big bonus out of this program, was teams working together to build something even greater than what they had envisioned, right? So it's really awesome to see that collaboration too happening. So this is just the start. We will be opening the second cohort applications through soon. So if you saw what you liked and you enjoyed being a part of this program and following us through everything that happened, please apply for the second cohort. We already have a few applications in. Again, some very interesting new use cases are coming up. We then strongly encourage you, this is the time to showcase what you're building, right? And as Mark pointed out in the start of the session, hackathons are the most important part of your development process, and we strongly encourage you, no matter what you're building, apply, right? And go through this process as many times as possible, because that's how you get exposure. That's how you end up building something great. It's through iteration, through testing, through collaborations, through feedback loops with community. All of that is what makes your product special. So we encourage anyone new applying to actually take that step and put an application in. I would love to thank our knowledge partners. We had some fantastic knowledge sessions. They're all on YouTube. I would strongly encourage anyone building something new or existing builders, please listen to them. There's a lot of sessions on marketing, and community building is also coming up. In addition to a number of other stuff that actually investor sort of fundraising tips. So there was a lot that actually we put in to make this program wholesome for everyone participating in it. And as you can see, the QR code actually on our screen right now. Please click on it and vote. Now take time and vote. Of course, we are going to have this YouTube video timestamped along with specific time sections so that you can actually just see all the pictures once more. You only get to vote once. So make that vote count, and you have 5 days to vote. So make sure that you actually stay tuned while we actually publish the deck again, and also the voting mechanism available as well. And look at the videos again. Please vote. I think voting is what encourages builders like this to build even greater things. So we strongly encourage everybody in the community, please get behind the project that you actually support, and we strongly encourage you to vote. So we have a good period of time, 5 days. So please take that time, look at the videos again over the weekend and also over the coming days. And thank you so much once again for your participation. All right. So to wrap up again, final thanks to our team that made it, work behind the scenes. We strongly encourage you to be a part of future sessions. And thank you once again. Enjoy your Friday evening. Really appreciate you spending your time with us, and have a fantastic weekend. And from Itheum, I'm signing off. Cheers.